I don't know what the hell. Anyway, yeah, what's in it is the ability for working class and middle class people to have their cost of living cut significantly. For example,
get out of here. Get out of here. Looks like a nice little guy, actually.
Well, how can I put this kindly? He's a total idiot.
Go home to mommy. Tell her to tuck you in bed.
look at it this way. It's patriotic to get this done, not a joke. Let people know exactly what the truth is.
At least I brought you orange shoes.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, okie dokie, boomer. B-O-O-M-E-R, please, your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer.
Jimmy on
Okie
the
dokie,
beat, boy.
boomer.
God, do I have earworms going on or what all day? Everything's an earworm. I
Gobble, gobble.
gobble, 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 gobble,
Gobble,
gobble.
gobble.
Yeah.
Oh, gobble, boomer.
What was I saying today? Somebody said Happy Thanksgiving. My sister, I think. I said, Happy I don't give a fuck's giving.
Yeah,
And-
right?
Yeah, I think that's what I said.
I always say, happy,
Are you
Death
stoned?
of Indigenous
Are you
people.
stoned?
Yeah, I'm so stoned. Oh my God, I'm so stoned. I started out, let me tell you, at 7 o'clock this morning with AM Wake Up and Stephen Pasta just ripping them. So I had to just sit here and get stoned. I cooked all day. I cleaned all day. And the only way to get through that is to just keep hitting the pipe, hitting the pipe.
Yeah,
So.
I know. Jesus,
I'm
it's
so-
been a long day. I'm dragging ass. So everybody, be kind to Oz. We got a great show tonight, but I want to call off the chat
I
first.
know, the chats are pouring in.
Yeah, they are pouring in. Let's
Hey,
get.
Chad,
Let's,
happy Thanksgiving.
You want? I want to say hi. Of course, first in tonight is Kamshwari Kate over on the tubes, and there's Anthony Snow Leopard. Hello, Oz and
You guys
Chanda.
had Thanksgiving a couple of weeks ago in Canada, right?
Yeah, I
So
think
today was just a regular day for some.
they should have been eating filet of Trudeau up there. Jilly Love. Hi, Jilly. Hi,
Jilly.
Jilly. What's going on?
Happy
Dingo
Turkey
ate my baby. Hi, fam. Extra bowler. Warren, what's going on? Warren, I haven't been out and about lately, but I do try and catch your shows, whether I say hi or not. Check out
Oh,
Extra
me too, me
Bola.
too.
He's always doing it. Him and
I creep a lot of people's
I do
shows.
too. I do too. I just
Well, if I start talking in the chat, then I got to stay and talk and like.
Yeah, Warren and Jimmy are out there yucking it up and having some fun. So check them out on the regular if you'd be so kind. Yona, what's going on,
Hey, Yona.
Yona's another busy one. Becca C, 8 a.m.
Becca.
I wish I could have slept till 8 a.m., Becca.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
shoot. I don't know what to say anymore. You got the rock fan up?
I do have the Roxanne. We got Fred Edwards and Kate hanging out over there.
Cool.
Hey, Roxanne, what's up? Lizzie. Hey, Lizzie. I hope you had a good turkey day.
Hi,
Copeland
Lizzie.
Morris. And there's more over there, but my scroll is not working. Let me see. Here we go. I got it. Oh, it's Kate. Kate.
You know, what the
There's a
heck?
bunch hanging out. Our numbers over on Rockman are amazing. What is it? We're 13,000, almost 13,500. That's
Yeah.
freaking awesome, Oz.
Yeah, that's
That's
weird.
Roar Media. That's Roar Media.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
know. We've got numbers over
Gamer.
there, although we're not big on numbers, but we do love the people that we are in the room with on the regular. One of these days, I talked to you earlier about this. with great numbers comes great responsibility. And I don't want us changing how we do things because of the pressure or having to do this or having to do that, because that's not why we're doing this. Right?
No, that's not who we are.
That's not who
and
we are.
what did I say to you? We're not a YouTube page. We are a community, and it's never about likes for us. I mean, likes help us. They help get us in the algorithm.
We'll take them.
Like,
yeah,
we don't want you guys to have to watch commercials. That's why we don't turn monetization on these. I mean, you can always super chat us, but yeah, we try to make it more of a community than everybody just come watch our show.
Our sisters and brothers are doing the Lord's work, whichever Lord you worship.
Right.
and they're doing a great job. And the only time you're going to get like reporting out of us or any type of journalism is if like Amber wants to write a story or these guys are on the streets.
Hey,
so
we're capable of it. We just don't do it.
Very capable of it, I have to say.
Snow Leopard, thank you so much. Wham bam for the fans.
Yay, Snow Leopard. Gamer, DC, hey DC, hey Gamer.
Dingo, hey Dingo.
Dingo, everybody's having fun here.
Dingo.
I'm having fun.
Tonight's just a fun show. We got a crazy deck. This is kind of a cool deck. We got a lot of kind of special things because it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we got a hell of a Sabrina Salvati segment, a Savvy Sab segment. And
you did an amazing job with it.
Honest to God, I love it because she asks questions of people that have the courage to go on her show and she'll ask them the question. And she's classy about it and she doesn't shit on them or anything else. And it's just great, but people like me and Chanda, we call bullshit on just about anything we see, but we don't promote it in a negative way to affect somebody else's show. But tonight, Sabby says, we caught little Andrew doing a fib there, so we're going to show that
I've always
fib.
talked shit about Yang because I've seen him for what he is.
Yeah.
The first time I met Yang was in 2017. Yeah, like... He was an Obama ass kisser. I mean, they tell you who they are if you just look at their past and what they've been up to. You know?
I know.
But he just dupes people. He throws that UBI bomb around like, oh, I'm so cool, UBI, you know.
Yeah, honestly. And again, I wish the best for everything. The one characteristic about Yang that makes me giggle, he's got the goofiest fucking laugh, and he laughs at the dumbest times, in my opinion. I watched that stream, Sabrina's interview, and she's like very serious and going through this, and every time she would ask him a hard question, he'd go,
yeah, I did.
It's like,
I did,
dude, man. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to have you rethink Thanksgiving here. Did you see this, Chanda?
I haven't watched this. So
okay, let's hear what they got to say.
Thanksgiving, as most Americans and our kids, unfortunately, are spoon-fed in school, is actually an invention completely of President Abraham Lincoln post-Civil War, when they were sort of like looking at propaganda and different strategies to think about how they were bringing the American public back together. It's really a product of just American propaganda over time that most people have internalized that that's really the first story, but it really wipes away just the brutality, the genocide, the violence that the Pilgrims and colonization brought along with it. So let's all work together to rebrand Thanksgiving. Let's use it today to not only come together, but to also recenter how we think about Native peoples today in this country, not as something in the past. An easy, fun activity for parents, for kids, for families to do is to just figure out whose Indigenous land are you on. You can go to native-land.ca. You literally type in your city, where you're located, and it'll tell you whose land you're on. How many tribes are in your state today? What is going on in your local community? Are there Native organizations in your local community, in your state, tribes? What is going on with Native peoples today? There's Native films. There's so much stuff that people can just watch and really see Native peoples in a contemporary context.
That was courtesy of Pat, the Batman fan. That's pretty recent. That's from this week.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Pat. That was nice.
Yeah, I've always kind of done that. Living where I live, I am surrounded by, local tribes. And I've worked a lot with the local tribes. They're amazing. And I don't ever make Thanksgiving about USA, and I haven't in fucking years. You know,
Yeah,
when you know the truth, you can't. I make it about family and food.
Should
and,
I send?
being
Should I send
thankful.
that video to Jackson Hinkle? Maybe he'll change.
I saw that. What the hell is he thinking? Oh my god.
I don't know.
elite?
What do you believe? What do you buy? I think this young lady's message here was pretty right on. I'm going
I
for
agree.
it. So, yeah, just make it a true holiday. And speaking of a holiday for everybody, no matter where you're coming at it from, the boys here. This is Kim Jong Uger and Oz Putin and Zelensky Pasta here. The boys wishing you a Merry Thanksgiving, comrades. I had to throw that in there. I think that's a pretty good reface, isn't it? I make a great Putin. And
Yeah, you do make a
Pasta
great
makes a good Zelensky. I apologize, Pasta. Speaking of
That's kind of rude.
well, it is. It is. I've got another one in here that I made.
But you
for
make
him.
up for it with this next one.
Yeah, the next one. The next one was really fun. There's a movie out here called The Chosen or something, but I just saw this and I had to, because who wouldn't want Pasta to say grace at their Thanksgiving meal? It's always appreciated when Pasta says grace, and he looks really chosen there to do the role. What do you think? Is that a good reface or what?
Oh, holy pasta.
Holy Pasta. That's all for you, Pasta. Brother Pasta doing his thing. Jesus Pasta. Anyway, that's we had to get that in there tonight. The guys over at Indie Media got a kick out of that. I showed that to them the other day. You brought this one. What is this? United Spot?
United Spots Thanksgiving message
Happy Thanksgiving.
from the Dems. From the Dems,
From
of
the
course.
Dems. I think I watched this.
Good morning, show. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I just wanted to thank all of you for coming over for Easter Sunday. Joe, it's Thanksgiving! And since it's Halloween, I thought we'd go around the table and tell everybody what we're thankful for. Well, I'm thankful for ice cream, vodka, stupid Americans, and the Dominion Voting Systems Corporation. I'm thankful for dumb Americans obeying all our commands.
I'm thankful for people who bought my new book and racist-ass white folks.
I'm thankful for people who bought my book too, and racist-ass white people.
I'm thankful for racism, garbage disposals, and the 3 chambers of Congress.
I'm thankful for Willie allowing me to work hard on my hands and knees. I'm gonna be president, Willie. I'm just thankful everyone believes that I'm actually a real doctor.
I am thankful for America to become China again.
Hey, me too, buddy.
I'm thankful for my dad for always bailing me out.
You're a good boy, Hunter.
I'm also thankful for Russia and China, and oh yeah, I'm like totally thankful that America forgot that my laptop had a crack in it. I'm thankful for Monica Lewinsky and Jeffrey Epstein for all those amazing times at your island.
I'm thankful for never going to prison for my emails and Benghazi. Oh, and I'm thankful for Joe making me the United Nations ambassador. It's all part of my master plan.
Excuse me, but did you just say your master plan?
Here we go.
Does anyone know when we can stop wearing face covers?
I like wearing face covers. They hide my stretch marks.
I only wear my mask in front of the camera.
Yeah, me too.
You know, the mask is just to see how many people actually obey us.
Hey, wouldn't it be funny if I told everybody to wear earmuffs and a diaper to be safe?
Oh my gosh, you have to do that!
I will.
Well, I already have a diaper on, so I just need to go out and buy some earmuffs.
Ew, that's gross, Nancy. Hey, can you guys hear that, or is it just my ears ringing? I'm not going to prison, Bill!
Lord, please take Hillary to prison. I hear sirens.
You're just drunk, Nancy. Oh, no! It's the Thanksgiving police!
All right, everybody freeze! We're the Thanksgiving police!
Everybody get in your house!
They're already in the house!
All right, everybody stay in your house! Do what I say! You're all busted. You broke the imaginary law. Thanksgiving is totally canceled, dudes.
Excuse me? We're politicians.
Yeah! What the hell are you doing? This is a politician party.
Are the Thanksgiving police here to arrest me?
Oh, I sure hope so. Bunch of racist-ass white police officers? This is a politician party.
Michelle's right. We politicians make the rules.
Yeah, we make the rules. We don't follow them.
Yeah, politicians do whatever they want. Hey, I'm going to take a
Yeah, sorry to bother you folks.
Yeah, man, we apologize, dude. You know, we're only human. Sometimes we fall short. Sorry, we didn't know you were politicians. Enjoy your dinner. But the rest of yous, stay in your house. Thanksgiving's canceled.
I'm thankful that I impeached Donald Trump. I'm thankful that no one talks about the Standard Hotel. And I'm thankful for hot dogs and pasta.
He said pasta. He said pasta.
He's thankful for pasta.
Oh my
honestly.
God! Look at all the heads that they had to change on that. Jiminy Christmas.
That was a lot of work. That was their Thanksgiving special. Yeah.
No, that was great. I always get a hammer time.
Some of it was a little daring.
Oh yeah, they're in poor taste. We try and walk that line between good taste and bad
Whatever.
taste.
We're in poor taste.
Yeah, we are in poor taste. Be sure to bring up
anything else.
be sure to bring up politics today. I hope everybody did at Thanksgiving dinner. It's going to save you money on Christmas gifts. Follow me for more tips during the holidays. Would you agree with that? Yeah.
That works well. But if that doesn't work, you can always try this next tip from Aunt Jeanette.
Aunt Jeanette. We got
Aunt Jeanette says, cook a truly terrible meal, cry softly while serving it, and the best way to ensure future holiday gatherings will be held at the home of someone else.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
God, I got that one down really good. I
like to cry quietly while serving it.
I do too. Without further ado, I put this high in the deck, the Sabby says tonight, and I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I did making it.
You did a good job.
This was Sabrina interviewing Andrew Yang the other day, and it's a good interview. Go over there, watch it, subscribe, and I want to point out Sabby's up to 25.1 and want to see 50K by the spring, late in the spring. She said the other day, it took a long time for me to get there. I don't know, Oz. And I go, you can do it. Okay, here we go. Andrew Yang.
Well said. One of the things I wanted to ask about is censorship. So there's a lot of censorship that's been happening with big tech, whether it's been Facebook, which is now Meta, YouTube, which we're on right now. Those of us that do independent media, we have to be very careful about what we say, depending on which platform that we're on. So they've gotten a little bit worse with this over time. But I want to get your opinion about this, like censorship in reference to journalism and media. And I asked this because recently I was in DC for a rally for Julian Assange, who obviously, as you know, is still imprisoned at this time. I look at Julian Assange as someone who is a journalist. I don't like when people call him a hacker because that's not true. So here's someone who was an independent journalist who is in prison because of basically revealing the truth. And I want to get your opinion about that. How do you feel about that? Because I would like to have a president that is willing to pardon Julian Assange.
It's going to be a hot button issue for the time, and especially as we're seeing what's happening with Twitter and various social media platforms and other things. If you're asking me specifically about
he's squirming.
About Assange,
yeah, he's squirming.
I don't think I frankly took a firm perspective on Assange when I was running for office.
Do you support Julian Assange?
I think Julian Assange should stand trial. I am generally pro whistleblower and pro people that try and call out bad behaviors. But in that particular case, he did end up disclosing some information that really had no useful purpose except for potential damage to our infrastructure, like the undersea cables locations.
No, he didn't. What damage to our infrastructure is he talking about?
I think he should stand trial.
Thank you.
No problem.
Ain't that what you said? Ain't that what you said? Ain't that what you said?
I think that people who are genuine whistleblowers and folks who divulge back to the public generally should not have their lives ruined as a result of that bravery.
Yang Gang 2020. Yang Gang 2020. Yang Gang 2020. Yang Gang. Yes.
Can you believe that shit?
You did an excellent job with it. I love the liar thing, but yeah, let's get into the whole Yang. What a fucking piece of shit.
Nah.
Can I just tell you, the only thing I think about Yang is that he's an opportunist. That the only reason that he ever runs for fucking president, he doesn't have a snowball's chance in fucking any hell to win ever. He just does it for name recognition, to be relevant, so he can talk to people. And yeah, we've known this has been his position on Assange. To see him flip-flop, good for you, Sabby, for putting him on the fucking record. Good
I want to make sure everybody knows. Sabrina did not make this video. I did. She wouldn't do that to one of her guests. However, there was a guest that she got into an altercation with about a month ago after the fact because of whatever. I believe that was Jordan. But it was all,
Not shocked.
It was worked out on Twitter. Well, worked out. When I say worked out, it was kind of a train wreck. But yeah, Sabby's got more integrity than virtually any of them, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah. And Yang, what is his end game? I mean, last I heard he had his own podcast. I mean, what is he? He's a fucking grifter. He's just out there looking to be relevant, looking what he can get on,
Well, Sister Kim may disagree with us, and we're always open to have that conversation. Not that she cares what we say, but I would have a serious conversation about it because I don't know. He wants to write a book. Why do you get in government in the first place? You get in government so you can make money. That's what we do, and that's I don't know.
He was one of Obama's young entrepreneurs, and he can't seem to figure out a fucking path for his own self, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what we could go down the list of problems with Yang. We've known for many years the problems with Yang, and his stance on Assange is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
I think he's got a pretty solid fucking military industrial complex supporting stance too, doesn't he?
I'm not sure because I don't follow him.
He's definitely not anti-war. I can tell you that.
No, well, that just what he said.
None of them are anti-war.
What was the bullshit about him saying it caused
we
damage?
have to protect our infrastructure.
What the fuck was that? What was that?
That was a talking point that he got from the fucking Democrats, and he regurgitated because he was on the campaign trail.
The narrative was from the damn Democrats and probably the Republicans too, was that he put our troops in danger. Bullshit. Absolutely.
Yep.
That's been debunked.
Totally debunked.
That's pure whistleblower all the way. Our torture, all that shit. So yeah, and corruption. So let's hear it for the whistleblowers and the politicians that can't seem to tell the truth. Where there's a warm place in hell for you. What do we got coming up here?
Good point, Zoxo Voxo. He said he probably supports Big Pharma too. How many, jobs has he had?
Yeah, Eric is in the house. Sabby's engineer. Good to see you. I hope that didn't ruffle any feathers over there, Eric. But Sabby is nice enough to interview somebody and give them a kind interview. It's abhorrent. It pisses me off when they go on and lie to her and her audience because she's got a great audience.
And he knows we know better because we've called him out on it for freaking years.
Yeah, that kid knocked that video out. I don't remember his name. I should credit him. I apologize. But if you search Yang interview Julian Assange, you'll find it. He did a good job. He jumped in there, got it done, and it was unfortunately it was during when he was running for president. So he did take a position on Julian Assange, contrary to what he just said to Sabby this week. So I'm really sensitive on that because it is Julian Assange. So again, Andrew Yang, another politician, his lips move. Probably not telling the truth. What do we got? Macy's parade here? What's going on?
Well, it wouldn't be Thanksgiving if I didn't bring us some Macy's Day Parade. And did you know that they used to just let the fucking balloons go at the end of the parade? They figured they'd just go off and go into space.
They're huge. Wouldn't they kill somebody?
Huge. Yeah. Then they started catching them in the 50s and like they would save money if they could find it after. Then they'd bring it back. And
These big
reuse
ass
it.
balloons, I don't
These
believe it.
big ass balloons.
No
yeah, it's
way,
true.
because
It's
if a
crazy.
plane flew by and caught one of those balloons,
No,
it
I'm
would
telling
crack.
you, it wasn't until the 50s that they decided to, oh, we better rein these things in. But I thought I'd bring us like the top 3 balloon wrecks, mishaps
balloon
and
wrecks.
accidents.
I'm glad you're sticking with the spirit of the season here, Shanda.
Well,
I can
yeah.
always count on that. That's great.
Macy's began offering a $100
God, that's loud.
reward for return balloons that they would just simply let loose and float away when the parade ended. In 1931, a floating balloon snagged a pilot's airplane wing, leading to a ban on retrievals by airplanes. However, the following year, the recovery of the cheetah balloon that flew at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in 1932 was being attempted by another pilot when it hooked onto the airplane attempting to recover it, causing the plane to go into a tailspin. This accident led to stopping the release of balloons at the end of the parade. Number 2, the tipping of the Kool-Aid Man. In 2010, the Kool-Aid Man proved to be too wide and unsteady. Upon its inflation, and minutes before the start of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, it tipped over. Eventually, it would be reinflated and would end up making the lineup just in the nick of time, right behind Horton the Elephant. The following year in 2011, the Kool-Aid Man began a tradition and decided once again to tip over at the annual Thanksgiving Eve tradition known as the Macy's Balloon Inflation Celebration. And number 1, Spidey and Sam. The most awkwardly recorded happening of any Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade mishap might be this one. On 2012, during the inflation celebration, the day before the parade, the process of inflating the balloons led to some rather uncomfortable still shots of the huge 29-foot tall, 78-foot long Spider-Man getting a little too close and personal with Uncle Sam. A viral moment that won't soon be forgotten when thinking of major mishaps that take place at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
That was just a few memories. Yeah,
Oh,
Macy's Day
God.
Parade. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but we loved it when we were
should,
kids.
yeah, they should make balloons out of congressmen or presidents
Yes.
and have them with their nose up other presidents'
Spidey
ass.
ate Uncle Sam's ass. Yeah.
Oh my God, that was great, Chanda. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
yeah.
That was wonderful. You brought this one.
Where's my money, Joe? Relax. I got 87,000 IRS agents collecting it now.
No shit.
Relax.
No shit.
Who's got
Yeah,
it?
I'm. Yeah, it's beginning to look a lot like tax time.
No, don't even stress me out that
my
way.
God.
I got at least another month before I got to stress out.
Oh,
about it.
I'm already stressing out, and I don't have any
I know, me
money.
too.
I don't have any money. We don't make dookie.
But they'll still want their frickin' blood, right? Blood and taxes.
Oh my God, it's terrible. Jake Uger had a little meltdown this week, didn't he?
A little. He done lost his frickin' mind. Are you kidding? He went and he attacked Tim Pool. Now, I ain't no big fan of Tim Pool. I will pay attention to him because sometimes he covers shit that other people aren't. And I do appreciate like Luke Wadowski, who hangs out with him occasionally. But for Jink to do this, it makes me wonder if he's the one projecting. So you just have to watch this clip of him saying, I can't even explain it. I won't even explain it. Just watch the clip if you don't know already.
This is not how you do a show, in my opinion, Chank. Anyway,
Chank.
Yeah, there you go.
And the right wing's like, yes, I love how they little kids like that. Go get them, Boy Scouts. Go get them, priests.
Wow, this program has really fallen. They're just going for the most outrageous shit they can say and get people to watch their program, which is terrible to begin with, but heavily funded, right? Promoted all over YouTube. You can't get away from this program. So Chink, whatever his name is going to call everybody a pedophiliasaurus.
Please vote for our masters and our files. Republicans say.
Wow.
Republicans, you're guilty, okay?
Wow.
And I'll tell you right now, the number one reason they constantly talk about is because it's going through their heads.
Right,
nonstop, they're thinking about kids. I guarantee it. The reason Tim Pool wears a beanie is because he's trying to contain pedophilia that's in his head. That's why he's always talking about it. He's seeing it everywhere. Why? Because he's projecting.
Let me see if I got this right. Tim Pool wears a beanie to keep all the chomos shit in his head. I mean, does this guy think the views are more valuable in the lawsuits. He's completely unhinged, and he's got an audience. Now, it's getting smaller, but he's got big money, baby, big Hollywood money. Check that out. Who funded these morons?
Right, let's go to the next call. Cenk, as someone you've previously misquoted and borderline slandered on your show, I'm wondering if you can speak to the research and fact-checking behind your show.
Okay, listen, I understand this is what he wants to do with the...
Wait for it.
A mistake, because everyone makes mistakes. Okay, but your mistake was being born! Your mom's bullshit! Your mom's bullshit! Get the fuck off the phone! Get the fuck off the phone!
Yeah, I feel Alex Jones being channeled through Cenk Uygur these days.
Yeah, right. Did Jeffrey Katzen fucking tell him he had to step it up? Like, yeah, you're not bringing it. The audience is dropping off, and their audience has dropped off from where they got their contract.
They don't have. Yeah, the actual. I believe a lot of people who profess to be thoughtful and forward thinking, for a populist level, don't watch that shit anymore. They don't. And again. Everybody has their own opinion, but you and I both follow Viva Fry. Viva. Breaking news. Dame Peso says Cenk Uygur is having a massive mental meltdown, falsely accuses Timcast and all Republicans of being, I can't say that word, can I? Holy shit. Yeah. And Viva Fry says, you know what? The reason why they talk about the word is because it's there in their heads, says the guy ranting and raving on his show about petting. Cenk Uygur, do you have a moment to talk about confession through projection? I think that was right on.
Oh, totally projecting. And don't let us forget what TYT used to be about, the nasty shit, the camel toes, and we've all seen the videos over the years.
Yeah.
What about his bestiality, right?
Yeah.
Good thing you brought the horse
I had to bring Cenk, and so anyway, if the shoe fits or the horseshoe fits, Cenk, go ahead and wear it, you ding dong. What do we got here? Garland Nixon, what the hell?
Yeah,
so
it's been all over.
So they're gonna let people like Chinky on and who is actually bullying and things and have his Twitter shit, and they're suspending Garland Nixon from making jokes.
Permanently.
So I would suggest that Twitter knock it off. Garland's an ex-policeman. Garland's an author. He's fantastic. He's a very thoughtful man. He's very insightful. So
he was one of the nicest people to me when I went to DC on the street. Like, took the time to talk to me and give me an interview. And I mean, very, very nice man.
Yeah. He's a nice guy.
So well spoken, too. He really lays out the point that he's trying to make very articulately.
Yeah, I would say Twitter needs to grow the fuck up and stop the censorship, especially with stand-up individuals like Garland Nixon, he's out here seriously doing great work. So we stand with Garland Nixon as well as many of our sisters and brothers. We have a little flashback. Jim, one of our members.
Is Jim in the house?
Is Jim in the house? He's usually over on Rockfin. Jim, I told you I was going to bring this to the show. Jim cut this and he put some music to it. And the
it's so funny.
It is great. We had a great time on Halloween, All Hallows Eve.
Well, we were crashed, right? We were in the middle of the crash.
We were in the middle of the crash.
So you guys weren't seeing what was going on, and this is what was going on in the green room behind.
Yeah, and I wish I hadn't ran my pie hole so much because Jim did a great job on this. But here's a little slice from the Halloween show. Jim said, thank you, Jim, for sending this in. Check this out. This is funny as hell. Farron kills it here. The house.
Farron kills it. Always, yeah.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much.
Hey, you're really good.
I long last
Farron is very good.
And I thank God that I'm loved. It's Nancy. You're just too good to be true. A hammer to the head to you.
Do we have everybody? Can we hear it?
Out in the way that I stand.
I'm dying here, Steph. I'm
The
dying.
hammer to the head is away. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, the hammer to your skull, that is real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my hammer out of you.
Okay, they've got us. They hear us. I think we're back. We're back. Everybody, let's go back through the introductions.
Okay, hold on. Tell me where we're back at, because I can't find us on YouTube. So I don't want to move forward till I know we're live on YouTube.
We are live on YouTube.
Okay, under what card?
Need you, baby. The hammer's going tonight. I need you, baby. Trust in me when I say no security, baby. Baby, the midterms are coming alive. I need you, baby.
Watch her take her. Here we go. Okay, there you are.
You're just too good
Chanda,
to be
there's
true.
the link.
Can't take the
Amber, there's the
midterms
link.
off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. The Democrats need you so much. Don't just go along with the appeal. The hammer to head is what we feel. You're just too good to be true. Can't take our eyes off the pose.
I am having a hell of a night. I just got kicked out of Facebook. My Facebook is locked and my YouTube is locked. I don't know what just happened, but I got shut down.
Okay, well,
We can say it's all your fault then.
My fault.
can you see? I put the YouTube and Facebook channel for you, Chanda.
Yeah, I'm locked out of Facebook.
Okay, I'm emailing it to you now. What the hell? We're getting like a trick or treat, man.
Baby, we need your votes in now, so let us love you, baby. Trust in us when we say that your vote counts. Yes, we are true when we say that when you go to vote, we're going to believe you. Oh, God. Bye.
Your
Your
head's
hair's
falling.
on sideways, Closey.
Shanda, I put it in your email.
Okay. Yeah, I'm completely
that's a lot
locked
of
out.
drinking.
I'm completely locked.
Honest to God, that was great. Farron didn't break a stroke. She was right through the.
No, she didn't break a stroke, and we're melting down trying to get all the different channels back up, everybody back in. Yeah.
Yeah, Shanda's got makeup running into her eyes, and I've got shit falling apart in the studio.
Amber's just smiling the whole way.
Amber's cracking up. There's Kate she did great job.
Kate,
that makeup just killed it, Kate. You did such a great job with the makeup and wig. That's really. We had a great time. And again, Farron, kudos to you. Vic, I already clipped it. It's on Rockfin. It's on Rockfin. I'm going to be putting more clips on.
Thank you, Jim. That was great.
Yeah, that backup music was great, Jim. It was wonderful. It made the whole thing right there.
Yes, it did.
So anyway, Farron
So that's
bounced.
what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah, it was like, and that's the joys of live performance. Absolutely, Reef knows, he knows, everything goes to hell. It's like it's a train wreck half the time. So
well, when we're trying to handle that many multimedias coming in, that many people, cameras.
Yeah.
It's hectic.
Yeah, if you ever wonder why your engineers get a little bit itchy when they're trying to do a show for you, this is why. Because Halloween every year something fucked up on us, didn't it?
I know. God, we spend weeks and hours and hours and hours building these shows, planning them, and then something always crashes on us.
It always crashes, but it is. And I'm doing clips. I'm not putting the clips on YouTube because God knows YouTube.
Yeah.
But Rockfin's where we're going to drop the clips. Most of them are going to be free. There might be a premium
Rockfin
one.
loves us.
Yeah,
we love Rockfin.
We love Rockfin. Did you see Sister Kim this week? She really did a good job on this interview.
I don't know if I've seen those.
Yeah, but everybody's been talking about FTX, and some people have had some good stuff, some not so much. But I think Kim nailed it here. She did a really good job. So Kim Iverson, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, she has new production people, Tara Reid and Johnny Tsunami.
Johnny.
Yeah, I don't know if Israel's still over there or not, but she's got great production staff over there. They're working with Kim Iverson now, so we can't wait for all the great stuff that's coming. And congratulations to Tara and to Johnny Tsunami. Going over there, and Kim for having great production people. I actually asked Kim on one of the Combo Couches stream. I appreciated the fact that she called out her production staff. Israel, it was at this time, because some of these channels don't do that. Combo Couch does it great. Indie Media does it great. Kim Iverson does it great. Call out those people that help you so much, like we like to call out people in the chat and send us stuff. Thank you so much to all of you. Anyway, without further ado, here's Kim Iverson talking about FTX. I think this is what that is.
Outlets, right? Some news outlets were collecting money from FTX. Seems like this entity played a different role for different reasons for different people, depending on what they wanted. But what it didn't do was what it was supposed to do, seemingly, for the average customer.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that it seems to have its tentacles in literally everything. I mean, it was it was just funding investigative journalists, alleged investigative journalists to produce propaganda, supporting the notion that COVID was absolutely, definitely, not a US lab leak, but a Chinese one, and all sorts of other really rather questionable things. I mean, yes, if we take the view that it was serving different masters or different purposes, I mean, yeah, it would be a great way to tank crypto, but then all along, the Democratic Party is raking it in while they can. I mean, another curious timeline here is, FTX was founded in April 2019, which is when Joe Biden announces his presidential campaign. Sam Bankman-Fried's mother is, of course, a Democratic fundraiser of some standing, even though she does so completely in the shadows and without disclosing her involvement or who her investors are. It then starts, FTX, starts funneling tens of millions to Democratic campaigns, Democratic super PACs, Democratic candidates, and then this leads to a flurry of meetings at the start, in the kind of first half of this year, where Sam Bankman-Fried attends the White House. Sometimes he has fellow FTX staff who are ex-Obama era officials, coming with him. Sometimes he's on his own. What was discussed, we don't really know. And then subsequent to this, he announces he's going to give $1 billion to the Democratic Party to ensure that they win in 2024, which is an absolutely staggering amount of money. Again, in mid-October, he rose back from this and says, oh, it was a dumb idea, and actually I'm just going to give up completely on political donations. That's quite an extraordinary turnaround to go from someone who had never been engaged in political activism or campaigning or donations to suddenly become one of the Democratic Party's biggest in history, and then suddenly give it up and get bored of it. Again, did he see clouds on the horizon? Were people behind him saying, you need to be careful about making all of this noise in public because it's going to draw the attention of regulators? It's uncertain. I mean, it does seem that the newly appointed CEO is adamant to get to the bottom of this, and it is, at least in theory, not going to leave any stone unturned. But as is so often the way of these things, a fix comes in. And I think that the fact that, yes, the media is minute by minute documenting the destruction of FTX and crypto, but is ignoring this massive, very obvious elephant in the room of aid for Ukraine is very, very, very striking.
Yeah, they seem to be ignoring a lot. They seem to just be making it, this kid is now just, ran off with the money. And he's the one who, and this was all just his scam, and that's it. And there was nobody else involved. I mean, that just seems to be where they're headed with this.
Can I get Epstein's client list too, by the way? Please?
Yeah, no, this will be swept under the rug. The Democrats, they'll let it die. It was this kid alone. He acted alone. I mean, this kid is the biggest CIA bobblehead I've ever seen.
This is worse than Enron by mega amounts. He burned so many people. They're going after some of these celebrities too that promoted his bullshit. So again,
we'll see.
I'm hoping, Jesus, if that was somebody like Julian Assange, they'd be nailing him to the cross right now. I mean, God dang, but it shows how it works. It just doesn't. It's
Vic's making fun of my baby fan.
What? Who's making fun?
Vic's making fun of my baby fan. She says she needs one of those big box motherfuckers. I hear you. But I love my little fan. That thing, oh my God, it's the best thing for hot flashes.
Yeah, I had to turn my fan on in here. That's global warming. So Kim Iverson, everybody, go over and check. That was Kit.
Great job, Kim.
That was Carlberg, I think. Kit Carlberg. We've got Craig Pasta Jardula here. Elon Musk said, wasn't Twitter supposed to die by now or something? And Craig Pasta Jardula says, wasn't Twitter supposed to be a free speech platform by now or something? Bingo.
What a ding. I brought a pie recipe. So the perfect Thanksgiving pumpkin pie recipe. So grab a beer, Google pumpkin pie recipe, get distracted and look at memes for 15 minutes, grab another beer, say, screw it. I'll just pick a pie up at the store when I go to get more beer.
That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the best
if
way
I
to
was
do it.
still drinking beer, that might be how. I never did drink beer,
Right.
but yeah. Or those Costco pumpkin pies, $5.99 for a big ass pumpkin pie. You can't beat it. I can't buy it and make it for
They're
that.
$5.99.
$5.99 Costco pumpkin pie. That's their come on.
Wow.
That's when it's like their $4.99 chicken. So yeah, and as long as we, whatever, and they're pretty good too. They're not as good as my homemade pumpkin pie, but what are you gonna do? They are pretty good. So speaking of the combo couch and pasta, I did a Fidel pasta this week. Fee is over there at RT. Please, everybody, if you would be so kind, support RT over there. You get some real news over there. And the link, I'm gonna put the link. Where's the damn link? I think I got the link right here. For RT, I want to put it in here. I'm going to put the Rumble link in here. We got some people over on Rumble tonight watching us on Rumble, Chanda. Isn't that cool? There is the Rumble link, and here comes the RT link so you can help support our sister Fiorella Isabel over on RT. She's doing a hell of a job over there. And let me see. Do I have it here? Do I have it here? Do I have it? Is it coming? Is it? There it is. RT Rumble. Over there on Rumble. Here it is.
Yeah, it's cool that we're on Rumble now. Rumble.
Yeah, we're over there on Rumble. We gotta support our fans over there and fams, not fans. If I can ever get this link to work, can I get this link to work? I think I can get it to work. Oh, here it is. There it is. Okay. This is going to be the RT News link live. There it is. DC, I'm not so much of a wizard because I can't do a simple copy and paste, but thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. But don't you think Fidel Pasta looks good there?
It's awesome.
I think Fee is stunning in her outfit. They've got her all dressed up over there professionally for her RT reporting.
Oh, she always looked amazing. What are you talking about?
She always does, too. Talk about another person who's got some integrity when they speak. That would be Fiorella Isabella. And I am biased. And I was biased before they even knew me. So here we are. What did you bring? What is this, Jeopardy or what's
I don't think I brought this. I don't know what this is.
Jesus, did I even cut it? What is this? Pretty baby. Oh, this is our friends over at Due Dissidence. They've been doing some great work. They're another up and coming group over there. Due Dissidence. Keaton, I think it's Keaton Reef. Who's the other gentleman? Keaton, well, his name's in there. So, kind of speaking some truths to power here.
Was Joe Biden involved with his son's business deal?
You're right.
Now,
Look, we got redirected, and we are, if nothing else, professionals.
Yeah, right, exactly. She redirected us. That's the question. Now, I would like to ask this question of the audience. By the way, this is a Q&A show, so in between segments, we're going to be taking audience questions. For those of you who filed in late, submit questions in the chat. And
now listen to this. He's exactly right. We've been saying it for 2 years.
When we're talking about Hunter Biden's business dealings and whether or not his father was involved in those business dealings, we're talking about his business dealings at risk of blowing people's ears out, I'm going to take this because I want to make sure everybody hears this very loudly, so I'm going to take the wind guard off. Ukraine. I mean, it is laughable. It is laughable that this is not worth investigating. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? The guy was sitting on an energy board that he had no business on except for the fact that his father was vice president. Once again, that energy board was not a Scottish energy board, not a Finnish energy board, not an Icelandic energy board, not a Sudanese energy board or an Ecuadorian, a Ukrainian energy board.
What does that have to? Why is there something going on in Ukraine or something?
His salary was cut in half when his father was no longer vice president, which there is admittedly circumstantial, but it's evidence of a kind that Uncle Joe, or in this case, Daddy Joe, was doing a little skimming, right? Now, what is it? 6 years later, Daddy Joe is the president, funneling tens of billions of dollars to Ukraine.
With no oversight.
With no oversight. Exactly. In a war that they are involved in that has security implications now for every human being on Earth. So how is this not worth investigating?
Yeah, we're sending billions to the most corrupt country in Europe before this invasion. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Yeah, that's Russell Dublar and Keaton Weiss.
Well, they just sound like a bunch of conspiracy theorists to me.
Yeah, they sound just like what we were talking about too.
Yeah,
I got to tell you, this brought to mind, and they nailed it there. Hunter Biden was on the board of an energy company in Ukraine. Got paid.
And we all knew it. We all knew it.
But what this triggered the hell out of me, is we had a situation where this global monster pandemic happened 2 years ago. What was the first thing out of my old pie hole? Where did it come from? And I got beat up for asking, oh, well, it doesn't matter where. Yes, it does. That should be investigated again and again and again. And they keep glossing over it. As a matter of fact, Dr. Effer.
Oh, I brought it. It's further down.
Yeah, he got called out on that this week, and they protected him on that.
Yeah.
So anyway, due dissidents, the guys are doing great work. They're doing real work over there. They're not entertaining like we're trying to do. Like I said, our show just gives you kind of a glimpse of what we found interesting throughout the week, and you can relax. But due dissident, they're doing a great job over there. They've been on INN and some other channels. They're starting to really move. They do the work. What do we got here? We've got, I had to clip this. It was so long, but I think I clipped the good parts. This is JP with some truths here that I'm sure you would appreciate hearing. Chanda, have you heard this clip yet?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, give it a shot here. If it starts. There it is.
There it goes.
Good day and happy Thanksgiving. There's a lot to be grateful for, but we're going to advise you how to resent all that while being grateful for what threatens you. Of course, starting with Twitter. Over the weekend, new Twitter boss Elon Musk took a dangerous step against censorship when he reinstated President Trump on the platform. Upon reinstatement, Trump's account was set back to 0 followers, and after less than 3 days, he amassed well over 80 million followers. This compared to Biden's 36 million Twitter followers that he's amassed over the course of 15 years, erases any doubt in the minds of dangerous extremists about how Biden definitely beat Trump in 2020. Let's take a look and see what the largest donor to the Democratic Party, George Soros, has to say about it.
COVID-19 also helped legitimize instruments of control.
I can't tell by that clip, is he technically still living? Well, those are jowls you can trust. Equally as trustworthy as the largest Democratic donor, George Soros, is the second largest donor to the Democratic Party, Sam Bankman-Fried, owner of the crypto exchange FTX, which seems to be suffering from a few irregularities lately, probably due to the typical high levels of trustworthiness and honesty. Amongst other small irregularities, Sam Bankman-Fried helped all tax-paying Americans also be donors to fund Democrats getting into office in the recent midterms. How? Well, it's spectacular. As you know, the Biden administration has sent tens of billions of dollars of your tax-paying money over to Ukraine. Ukraine then took some of that money and invested it it in FTX, which is obviously a great investment. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried then took some of that very clean money, because it's been well laundered, and gave it to Democrat campaigns. $40 million to be exact. So when you do the racist math on that, that doesn't make Sam Bankman-Fried the second largest donor to the Democratic Party. It makes you the second largest donor, because it was your money, and you should be grateful, because you probably weren't going to choose to donate to Democrats that you don't want to see in office. However, some believe this criminal activity was illegal. So an investigation has been opened into Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX. And luckily, the investigation committee is being led by Democrat Congresswoman Maxine Waters.
Oh,
who you
God.
can see pictured here with the man she'll be investigating. She can also be seen in this picture from last year blowing a kiss to Sam Bankman-Fried. So rest assured, we're about to have an in-depth, honest investigation where she works hard to find no wrongdoing.
JP Sears, everybody. I think he nailed it.
Crusty crap. Yeah. You know damn well that they're just going to sweep this under the rug.
They're going to try. They're going to try.
If they have to, they'll find some fall guy for it, or, you know, this guy will be the fall guy for it. And yeah. That'll be it.
Who has the House majority now, Chanda, and how much? The Republicans. And what did I say? 220, 222? I think
but they're all corrupt in the same way anyway, so they're not going to take anybody down.
I know. That's all for show. It's the grift. It's the show. It's what it is. So
Maxine freaking Waters. But of course.
She doesn't even know how to use a smartphone. Jesus Christ.
She knows how to blow kissies.
Oh my God, she does the good kissy blow. I need to work on that. In other news.
Oh God. You're going to make me lose my Thanksgiving dinner.
You know, I had a clip for this, but I didn't do it. But The View. The View, this is by OK Magazine. The View's Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar slam testing critics. You could die. That's a direct quote from Whoopi.
I can hear her voice in my head. You can die.
Oh my God, that clip! The clip is horrible. I mean, it's like Dr. Whoopi and Dr. Joy Behar. But what happened was the Yum Yum got a hold of this and they changed it up and made it. They corrected it. It said The View's Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar slam testing critics. You could live. So again, I'm glad that's working out. You notice this big wallpaper back here with the Hydra? That stuff's actually floating around in some hypodermic needle somewhere. See Brave New Future if you'd like further information on that, or contact Amber King directly.
Are you talking about dying suddenly?
Dying suddenly. I'm talking about what they shoot into you, and why are people dying all of a sudden? I don't know anymore. Yeah. So we've got this one from this is I don't know. I think I did.
This is good.
This is good.
Funny.
This is good. Okay, without further ado, I will pull the trigger and we'll just listen.
Elon, sir, with all due respect, teleporting to Mars, even with the new Tesla pods, doesn't seem like something we'll be able to do in our lifetime.
We must. The people, they are turning against me. I must regain their trust.
Sir, we are beginning to question your judgment. Please reconsider your decision. And
I have to do this! I have to do this. I made a promise to an old friend. I thought vacations were supposed to be fun.
You've been to this island many times before, but you still seem to get lost.
I'm not lost. I'm just thinking.
You know, you fixate so much on the future and innovation that you never see the beauty that's right in front of you.
I just want to change the world. Change it for the better. Leave humanity with something greater.
Elon, listen. You are destined for great things. You've already done so much for the world. So much. You're strong, smart, and compassionate. Well, my name isn't Jeffrey Epstein.
I will change the world, Jeffrey. I promise you. I know. But hours of contemplation has left you tense, Elon. Come on. Let's chill out with a couple massages. What do you say? Some say innovation is something that happens once in a generation. Why can't we shoot for the stars and then pass those stars to unknown worlds, or smell new air on different planets, enjoy a new sunset on different planes? I will get in this pod and defy what everyone thinks I am capable of, what we are capable of. Let the naysayers yell and scream at me. I will push humanity farther. I will take us to where no other man has taken us before. Just you watch me! Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Elon the bird! Oh God! Oh God! The bird! Oh God! Oh God!
Take me back. Take me back to the island.
What the fuck was that? Oh, that was awesome. I don't know who made that, but that was awesome.
I'm not sure who sent that in. I apologize, but it's great. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was hilarious. Oh my God! China ramps up its vid policy. You brought this, Chanda. What's going on in China?
Did. Have you heard? They've got serious cases of the Rona, and they're locking their people down, and they're not happy about it because they get locked into those factories, right? Because they live, work,
Yeah.
So yeah, no iPhones for Christmas this year. It sounds like.
That's all right by me. No iPhones, but the
Me
people
too.
being locked down, nah, it's such a good deal. Let's see what they got to say.
Oh, especially the way that China treats their fucking protesters.
As they were,
I
are
can't hear it.
thankfully now in the
Turn it up.
past in Britain.
Why
In
is
the
it so
Chinese
low?
capital Beijing, a
don't
tough
know.
new clampdown has just begun to combat a drastic rise in cases. Since the middle of October, the daily caseload in China has been rising from just under 1,000 to nearly 30,000. This is fast approaching the peak back in April, which saw Shanghai enter a citywide lockdown for 2 months. Yesterday saw 2 confirmed deaths from COVID, adding to the 3 over the weekend, the first since the peak in spring.
These factory workers acted on an anger shared across China right now, smashing up COVID test booths and protesting pay and quarantine conditions. They were promised more money for staying in isolation while working on the iPhone production line in Zhengzhou. Protests, large and small, have grown in recent weeks as COVID cases have soared and lockdowns have intensified. When enforcing a policy is put above all else, young women can be tied up and humiliated for not wearing a mask. It is little wonder that emigration has become one of the most searched topics online. Young people who see no hope for their future, and the rich who fear their wealth is under threat from the Communist Party. For university graduates like David, it's not easy to leave. New passports are not being given to those without a work or study placement abroad. So for now, he is trapped.
我感觉是没有办法了，我感觉我目前是没什么办法了，感觉我很悲哀，你知道吧？我感觉我很悲哀，就是稍微有那么一点清醒，但是
They're only making enough to eat
At the
and pay the
Congress
rent.
last month, Xi Jinping made it clear that under his continued rule, the country will seek a strict socialist agenda.
Well,
You can only push a humanity so far before they start to push back, right?
No, but that reporter was saying they're going to push a straight socialist agenda. So that was another propaganda
Oh,
piece.
all of these are propaganda, all of these reports that come out. But the reason I brought this report is for the footage, because this was the only place I'd seen that footage. But I knew it was happening because I kept seeing stills coming out, on Twitter.
Joey was telling me about this because she's got friends and family there, and she said they are not happy. I
thought so.
Yeah, I hope Gavin Newsom isn't watching this because he might get some goddamn ideas.
I know, right?
So, yeah, I mean, that guy, once again.
You must stomp down rebellion. I can just hear it now,
I can
right?
hear it. Yeah, Newsom, pretty boy Newsom. You brought Klaus here, so let's see where Klaus has got words of wisdom. Is he wearing the Speedo here, or is this something else?
This is a Dr. Evil outfit.
Oh, my God.
I respect China's achievements, which are tremendous over the last over 40 years. I think it's a role model for many countries, but I think also we should leave it to each country to make its own decision what system it wants to adopt. And I think we should be very careful in imposing systems. But the Chinese model is certainly a very attractive model for quite a number of countries. I think it's a role model for many countries.
In all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard. Everyone's laughing, by the way, but it's true because everybody's heard it too. Everyone heard it, right? They look at it all, everyone's like, yeah, big piece of dog shit.
So, yeah, remember, China is the model, right?
Yeah, this is not going to end well for anybody. I'm telling you. I am telling you, and you have a message here.
I love this movie. The gods of my tribe have spoken. They have said, do not trust the pilgrims.
That's
true.
That's Wednesday, right? Wednesday.
Yeah, that was from Adam's Family Values, I want to say.
Adam's Family Values. We got a review on Wednesday here from Old Oz here in a little bit. So, but right now, I want to shout out to everybody. We are clipping some of the more liked stuff that we bring, particularly Pat the Batman fan, Jamie Kuhn, and some of the outros, and we're putting them over on Rockfin. We just did that one that Jim gave us. So that's over on Rockfin. And we've got the one from the Halloween party that Pat did. That was Oingo Boingo. Did a terrific job. So we're clipping this stuff. We're starting to drop it on Rockfin because a lot of our viewers have commented, hey, why don't you clip that up and put it over there? So Oz is getting off his dead ass when he has more than 2 seconds to do something. He's trying to do that. But I want to thank the producers like Pat and others who are bringing this great stuff. And speaking of great stuff, Pat did us another one here recently.
Love this one.
I love Crimson and Clover. So Pat, the Batman fan, kills it with Crimson and Clover. I saw this. I go, he can't do that. And I said, ye of little faith, Pat can do anything.
Yes, he can. Absolutely.
Crimson and Clover. Won't you come walking over? I've been waiting to show her. Crimson and Clover. Oh,
Pat the Batman fan. Happy Thanksgiving, sucker.
Yeah. Great job, Pat. That's a toughie. I would never attempt that.
Oh, that was great.
You did a great job, Pat. We really, really appreciate it. We love doing this stuff. Yeah, we're going to drop that one over on the fin too. So,
or you can always go to Karaoke Closet and get a Mazia.
That's where you need to go is Karaoke Closet and check it out over there. Pat, Jamie Kuhn Music, Pat the Batman fan. Really love it. Well, you brought the Hulk here, or the Hulk. Is that the Hulk? That's the Hulk Hogan.
Remember when everyone knew pro wrestling was fake and they finally admitted it, and the fans didn't care and watched it anyways? We're there with politics and the media.
No
Absolutely.
shit. That's exactly. That is dead right on. And then you brought one from Slow News Day. I'm glad you put it on the New York Slimes Award.
Yeah, I had to put it on New York Slides. Okay, Steve had me cracking up with this shit. So, scientists believe that the map represents the United States in 30 years if we do not reverse climate change. And Steve says, I'm going to be able to do so much fishing.
Such a
that map's crazy, though.
I know.
That map is crazy.
It is a crazy map. And, you think you're safe, you're not safe. That everybody's fucked right there. So just enjoy yourself. That's really a glass half full stretch there, Steve. Gotta say, really for sure, man. You brought this. What is this? You brought a Clinton thing, or what the hell is this? Is this a turkey?
Oh, well, this was Clinton's Thanksgiving, the early years. No, sweetie pie. We didn't kill the turkey. It committed suicide.
Hint, 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 hint. Oh,
I love what somebody repurposed their Halloween decorations for Thanksgiving. Remember those big, tall skeletons that we were seeing at Halloween time? Yeah, well, there you go.
God,
that's a little creepy.
That looks like something out of God Grimm or something, or Game of Thrones or something.
Right.
That's spooky shit. That's
that
really
scared the shit out of me if I was a kid.
Is that carbon neutral? No, that's not. This is a great refresh of Chanda back in the day.
I know.
1950. Is this when you had this picture taken? Something like that.
That's my Betty Crocker days.
That's your Betty Crocker days. What is this meme here? I upscaled it for you.
Thank you. It says you must be willing to walk alone once you recognize the fact that the truth isn't taught to the masses. The pursuit of truth can lead you onto a path of solitude. Few have the strength to walk it alone. And I just want to say that that's true, but it's not true, because look at this community of truth that we've built, and you're not alone.
You're not alone. You're not alone.
You're not alone.
You're not alone. We support our sisters and brothers who actually are speaking truth to power, and keep it up. Speaking of not speaking truth to power, you brought, is this Kareen? Kareen.
I'm sure everybody saw her losing her shit while Fauci was in town for Thanksgiving.
Well,
to tell everybody to mask up and triple boost and make sure you're testing before you go anywhere.
Oh my God in heaven!
Don't dare ask where the virus came from, because she shuts that shit down.
Yeah, that just burns me to a crisp. Again, that's the first thing we asked. Where did it come from? And she was.
We're not talking about that right now.
She was instructed to throw herself in front of the press corps if they asked questions that Fauci couldn't answer.
All questions?
All questions.
We have a process here. I'm not calling out on people who yell. And you're being disrespectful to your colleagues, and you're being disrespectful to our guests. I will not call on you if you yell. And also, you're taking time off the clock, because Dr. Fauci has to leave in a couple of minutes. I'm done. I'm not getting into a back and forth with you. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Dr. Fauci,
but she's asking a great question. You asked your question. You should allow her to answer the question. She's asking a valid question, Dr. Fauci, on the origin of COVID-19.
It is not your turn. It is not your turn.
You can't on the same people. That's the thing. You can't read a press briefing. You need to call from people across the room. She has a valid question. She's asking about the origin of COVID-19.
I hear the question.
And Dr. Fauci is the best person to answer.
I hear your question, but we're not doing this the way you want it. This is a disrespectful. It is. I'm done. Simon, I'm done. Simon, I'm done. I'm done with you right now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're taking time away from your colleagues. Go ahead. Alex, don't be disrespectful. You're being disrespectful. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
That's a major part of your.
Hold on. No, wait. I did not call on you, Stephen. Go ahead, Alex. You're next.
Dr. Fauci, only 13% of.
Hold on one second. We have a process here. I'm not calling out on people who yell. And you're being disrespectful to your colleagues, and you're being disrespectful to our guests. I will not call on you if you yell. And also, you're taking time off the clock because Dr. Fauci has to leave in a couple of minutes. I'm done. I'm not getting into a back and forth with you. Go ahead, Jeremy.
But she's asking great questions.
Go ahead, Jeremy. Go ahead, Jeremy.
You ask your question, you should allow her to answer the question.
Jeremy.
She's asking a valid
Jeremy.
question, Dr. Fauci, on the origin of COVID-19.
It is not your turn. It is not your turn.
You can't understand people. That's the thing. You can't read a press briefing. You need to call from people across the room. She has a valid question. She's asking about the origin of COVID-19.
I hear the question.
And Dr. Fauci is the best person to answer
I hear your question, but we're not doing this the way you want it. This is a disrespectful. It is. I'm done. Simon, I'm done. Simon, I'm done. I'm done with you right now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You shut up! You shut up! I'm so fucking scared right now. You shut up!
That was the full clip. Now we've seen
That
this,
was the full clip.
We've seen it. Pretty much. We've seen this clip a couple of times. My thing is, and I think Jimmy and some of the other folks have said it. Why didn't he just answer the fucking question?
Because they can't answer the question. He knows that he was the one fucking funding that shit. He can't answer the question. We know the answer. We can't. I mean, she was adamant that question was not going to get asked to Fauci while he was at that podium.
You know what? If we had a press corps that had any guts, they'd be shoving that thing in all of his orifices.
Oh, all of them would have picked it up and asked the same questions until they just beat her down till she kicked them all out, or they had to go on the record with an answer. But that's not what this ass-licking press corps did, right? We might have a few in there like Simon that'll push and poke a few things, but for the most part, none of them are asking the fucking important shit, the pertinent shit, the truthful shit.
No, I mean, you could empty that room and throw a couple of our sisters and brothers in there, and they would destroy just about every goddamn propagandist they put in there.
Who would we put in that room if we could?
Oh, well, I'm going to put Fee and Pasta in there, of course, and Sabrina Salvati. I'm going to put Convo Couch. I'm going to put Hardlands Media in there. I'm going to put all of our sisters and brothers in there. And then after they're all through destroying them and eating them like burnt bacon,
spitting them out,
I'm going to put Jimmy Dore in there for
God, yeah, definitely. Jimmy Dore, Kurt, Kurt's got an amazing memory. That guy can pull shit out that you just forget about, Yeah. We all have amnesia when it comes to the stupid shit that they pulled over the years. Kurt, he's good about pulling that out.
Final point. We don't have a press corps. We have a bunch of paid shills and propagandists. One here and there they put in so they have their boogeyman in the room and they can make him look like he's disrupting, like Karine just did. Anyway,
but they're all fed, what they're gonna say anyways. Yeah, we got a super chat over here. Let me get to it. DC, ain't got much blood fam left, but this community is the best fam. Couldn't ask that I could ask for. Much love to all of you. And thanks for being a beacon of sanity in the chaos and irrational world we call home. We love our community and happy,
we do.
Happy Family
DC.
Day, because you guys are fam.
Yeah. Again, we're gonna say this. We're gonna take these donations and support gladly, but remember, don't cut yourself short. We appreciate it. We see you supporting our sisters and brothers. That's great. Thank you so much, all of you. Really appreciate it. We've got about a half hour left.
I don't know, maybe half hour.
Half hour left, but we've got a hell of an outro tonight. And
it's already in my head.
Yeah, it's given me an earworm for 2 days. I swear to God. So anyway, stick around for that outro. It's fantastic. Tom Jones for all of us older people. I got to see Tom back in the day. before he retired. But anyway, this one is Fauci. This is this is short, memology. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, memology is short.
If I can get it to go.
Gotta hit play.
But the people who are most at risk are the unvaccinated. I mean, we have 68% of our population is vaccinated. You know, that means that we have 32% of the population that's not. And if you look at the data, they are just profoundly striking of the curves of death and hospitalization of unvaccinated versus vaccinated and boosted. So there is a relatively smaller difference in vaccinated and unboosted versus vaccinated plus boosted. That doesn't mean you shouldn't get boosted, but the real danger is in the people who have not been vaccinated. So that's where we expect, if we're going to see a problem this winter, it's going to be among those people.
You know, honestly,
straight up fucking lies. That is complete bullshit compared to what the Washington Post has been fucking reporting this weekend.
That, if you notice, that was analysis by Kinsey. So that was an opinion piece. Okay, so I don't know what the hell's going on, but I think they changed the title of that.
Okay, well, here, I brought some CDC backing that exact fucking statement up then. So who cares what Washington Post says? Let's see what the CDC has to say.
we're seekers of truth. That's all we are.
All right, let's get into our top story, shall we? So let's talk about the big news of the day. So just, breaking news just a short time ago, before we came on the air from the Washington Post. Now, again, this is Jeff Bezos' Washington Post, okay, reporting that for the very first time, vaccinated people make up a majority of COVID deaths. This is the Washington Post headline just a short time ago. Vaccinated people now make up a majority of COVID deaths. That is the headline. And so I want to go a little deeper into this, which is I would say a bombshell story.
Yes, it is, but it's an analysis of data. They are just, under normal circumstances, they might post this as a bombshell story, but for the most part, it's just, here's the data, guys. We'll see how much the mainstream media
it's the
picks
data,
up
though.
with it.
It's important to tell us where the data came from. It came from the CDC.
Right.
So the data came from the CDC that the Washington Post covered. Okay, so let's go through what the Washington Post says about the CDC data. For the first time, it says, a majority of Americans dying from the coronavirus received at least the primary series of the vaccine. 58% of coronavirus deaths in August were people who were vaccinated or boosted. Now, this is from August's data. This is not even September yet. According to an analysis conducted for the Health 202 by Cynthia Cox, vice president at the Kaiser Family Foundation, it's a continuation of a troubling trend that has emerged over the past year. As vaccination rates increased and new variants appeared, the share of deaths of people who were vaccinated has been steadily rising. In September 21, vaccinated people made up just 23% of coronavirus fatalities. In January and February this year, it was up to 42%. That was January, February. Per our colleagues, Finette Narapil and Dan Keating, we can no longer say, they say, this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. I mean, we can't say much more than that on YouTube, but I'd bring it so people could see it and go, do their own research.
Yeah, we have to say the vaccines are safe and effective, just to let everybody know. And this was CDC information that is on YouTube, right?
Hey, Farron's in the house. Farron, did you see? You got some music to your solo you did at the Halloween party.
It was great,
behind the green room.
Yeah, were you having like martinis during that play? I just want to know, because you were having a great time while I was running my mouth.
She's always just that happy.
Yeah, she's a happy girl. Happy girl. Anyway, I think, I'm not sure, but they changed the title from the top one to the bottom one. because I tried to find it again. I couldn't. But if they did, they didn't.
Okay.
You brought this "Go away, I'm fully blank." Ironically, that's why I'm here, and that's you put that in. That's a Grim Reaper, I think. Good job, Chanda.
Ironically, right?
Ironically. And we have you brought some memes here now. We've got this one.
Oh, yeah, I like this one. I liked Amber. That's a great reface of Amber.
It
on
is.
there,
That looks
so,
like
yeah,
Amber,
it
yeah,
is.
except
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
more brutal with her turducken.
I saw that, man. That sucker had some sutures.
Oh, my God.
So feed a man corn and he eats for a day. Teach a man to grow corn and he'll kill you and steal your land.
That's how it works. That's how it works. You brought another one here.
I did. Foreign policy, domestic policy. Any questions?
None whatsoever. That's pretty much right on, I have to say. Now,
Yes.
you brought this from NBS News, NBC News, right? What is this all
Well,
about?
this is kind of turning into a big story. I've noticed that a lot of the YouTubers are covering it. Of course, it's because it is a huge international fashion brand, Balenciaga, and they did a fashion shoot that is like ones that we've talked about in the past. Remember, Celine Dion did one not too long ago where they have these weird, eerie symbolism that talks to that pedo word, the things we're not allowed to say on YouTube. And now they're having to apologize because it's that bad. And so I don't know if you'd heard this story. So the next slide, I brought Sloan. If you don't know who Sloan is, I really like him. He's great for Hollywood gossip. But yeah, he brought us a little breakdown of what the hell was in this photo shoot. And you guys will see, just like we always say, those goddamn kid fuckers, they're everywhere. Here we go again.
Oh, my God.
About this article I found on Twitter because they were quoted saying that these kids don't know that this is fetish gear, but adults seeing these pics sure do. Let's go ahead and break down some of these photos and try to figure out why Balenciaga is doing this in the first place. This is a huge luxury brand. I mean, they recently did a campaign with Kim Kardashian, so I don't understand why they're doing this. Like, why are they going in this direction? In one photo, you can see a child standing on a pink bed holding a teddy bear wearing a fishnet top, collar with lock, and ankle and wrist restraints. It actually turns out that this is a smaller photo of a bigger photo, and somewhere there's another bear that has a blindfold on, so it's just really provocative for such a young kid. Like, these are like 3, 4, 5-year-old children. There's also another image where you can see a child standing on a couch holding a teddy bear that is wearing a leather chest harness and collar. This doesn't even feel like fashion, it just feels so wrong. I mean, the kid alone looks uncomfortable in this setting, and then just holding this creepy teddy bear, which I'm sure this child's probably like, what is wrong with this bear, mommy? Like, what is going on here? But why is this even part of the campaign? It just seems so bizarre. And to have the kids like on a bed, on a couch, what are you trying to say, Balenciaga? Like, I will never support, especially, like, it's just so disgusting that they're using innocent children that don't even really understand what's happening here. Like, where are the parents on set questioning this? And these are little girls. Like, I saw the photographer share a photo from this campaign and shared that the model's name was Juno and she's 3 years old. So she's a very little girl put in this room with all of these bizarre like items and symbolism. But it gets way deeper than just some, like, you know, freaky looking bears. This is when I decided to make this video, because this right here tells me everything I need to know about Balenciaga and what they're trying to do. So they decided to put random like court documents from the past in their photo shoot. And why would they do this? Let's take a second and think. Because they, for some reason, have an opinion about this piece, and they want to express it to some people. I mean, it's not like every single person's going to zoom in and see what type of court document is included here, but the people that do and then realize what it is are wondering why they would want to include such a controversial opinion. So in that photo, there is a snippet of the Ashcroft vs. Free Speech Coalition. Pretty much this law allowed some people to create and produce CP, and it's
What the hell was that? Is Dan Harmon on their board of directors or what?
Well, and talking about what Jink was screaming about. They're always talking about it. We're always talking about it because it's fucking everywhere and it's ignored. Everybody just turns a fucking blind eye to it. They think that we're conspiracy theorists for pointing this shit out, right? This isn't going to hurt this brand. Oh, they had to recant and take some imaging down.
What the
It's not going to hurt them one bit because Kim K will keep buying their shit and so will fucking Kanye.
Yeah, just stop sexualizing children, you morons. Jesus Christ. Yes. My era was John Benet Ramsey.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're right. It was. I followed that case. I still am following that case.
Horrible, and it's still out there. So just because I moved this up just so we could show it, Scumbag of the Week, first place. We have a runner-up, Chick Uger, once again. I think he's the all-time champ of Scumbag of the Week, is he not, Chanda?
He is. He's like a 10-time returning champion.
Yeah,
yes.
he is. He's definitely do that, and we kind of mutually pick these because we share a brain. What do we have here? We've got this. You're got something going on here.
The only brand you can't live without. Forget Black Friday, celebrate Buy Nothing Day instead of shopping and consuming. Stay home and relax. Yes. People aren't actually bothered by you not being jabbed. If it was a big deal, they would just stay away from you. They are bothered that you are disobedient and that your strength shines a light on their weakness.
Oh, well, that's pretty profound. You've got
this one's going to be controversial.
Okay, here it goes.
Okay. So I keep talking about Ancient Apocalypse on Netflix or Graham Hancock. Yeah, Graham Hancock or Randall Carlson. There's so many more out there that are talking about this. Well, when I see The Guardian reporting that a show with a truly preposterous theory is one of the streaming giant's biggest hits, and it seems to exist solely for conspiracy theorists, why has this been allowed? So Ancient Apocalypse is the most dangerous show on Netflix. Why is it so allowed? I mean, why is it being allowed that we're asking questions about who we are and where we came from? That's not allowed. That's not allowed.
What the hell?
So I know that I kind of might have a right stance when I'm going against The Guardian, because The Guardian always has it fucking wrong. So just saying, I mean, do your own research.
Well,
ask your own questions. If you ask questions about politics, why wouldn't you ask them about history?
Well, we have a special guest that might be able to weigh in on this. Let's bring our special guest in. There she is.
Did somebody say conspiracy theories?
Oh my God in heaven. Hi, Amber. How are you?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Turducken Day.
Yeah. Whew. It's a big one. I'm good. How are you guys doing?
We're hanging in there.
Full. Nobody's passed out.
We're tired. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. I've been working cleaning all day. I know you have been too.
Oh yeah. Yep. Fam is watching Wizard of Oz in the living room.
Wizard of Oz.
I can't wait. I'm going to be in bed watching a movie soon.
The original.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. What other one is there?
Well, there's quite a few, I think. So.
I got kerpuffed at Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and nobody else wanted to watch Better Off Dead. So
I love Better Off Dead. I love it. I love it. It so reminds me of being 12 years old.
It's a perfect holiday movie.
Now, the other one that I'm thinking of, Wizard of Oz, it was Nicolas Cage and who was in that? God, what was the name of that movie? Anybody know Nicolas Cage? It was Wizard of Oz thing. I think.
Oh no, Wild at Heart.
Wild at Heart. Yeah, that was Wizard of Oz, wasn't it? Sort of.
No,
it wasn't.
No, I don't think so.
It wasn't.
I don't think so.
Yeah. That is one of my favorite movies, though.
Oh yeah, didn't Chris Isaac did the theme song to that, didn't he? I think maybe.
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 It's a David Lynch movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good movie, Wild at Heart.
I don't think what's his name was around, but I do love the Ancient Apocalypse.
You do.
It's a great series, and they're asking some serious questions. I mean, these monoliths. No, we didn't make those when we were cavemen. Come on, guys.
Megalithic structures are massive, and I've been following them for decades.
Yeah, I've been following this story for years now, but I'm glad that it's hitting the mainstream.
Well,
and
which
other
one of
people are
you
starting to
brought
question
the
it.
story that they were taking existing ones and chiseling pharaoh's heads in them?
I did. I brought that. And we know that from history. Like
Yeah.
most of the shit that we think is the beginning dynasty, middle dynasty, and end dynasty of Egypt was actually them just fucking carving their name on shit they found.
Oh, okay.
Well, and like all over Peru, the Incas built over the monolithic structure with smaller, more manageable rocks. But a lot of the megalithics are rock formations or rock, substrate that isn't even found there. Like they just find.
Like
it
Easter
would've traveled
Island.
hundreds of thousands of miles.
Yeah, it came from thousands of miles away. How the fuck did it get there? Well, we were apparently cavemen,
two-ton giant,
we're living in the Twilight Zone, so I'm
We
not.
are living in
I'm
the
not going
Twilight
to rule
Zone.
anything
Question
out
everything.
at all. Shanda, you brought this one behind us.
The magic potion wasn't created for scary sickness. The scary sickness was created for the magic potion.
There we go. Was that in the
That's
Wizard
the
of
nicest way to
Oz?
say it.
Was that in the Wizard of Oz, Amber?
We just passed Glinda, so
Okay.
it's early.
Okay, that's.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Yeah, that's Shanda Glinda right there. I refaced Shanda on there. So
I once won a Halloween costume contest, but dressed as Glinda. It was my best costume
Nice.
ever.
You would be an amazing Glinda.
Yeah, I had the big poofy dress. It was awesome.
All right, and you've got you brought this one too, Shanda.
I had to throw a stoner corner in there because this is exactly what I've done all day. What's your plan for Thanksgiving? My plans. That's what I did.
That's your plan, and you've got this public service announcement, right?
Oh, yeah. Do you see this? At least 69,144 people experience homelessness nightly in LA County, according to the 2020 Greater Los Angeles Homeless Count released Thursday. The number marks a 4.1% increase from the last count, which was 2020, when LA Homeless Service authorities reported that it was only 66,436. So, yeah, we knew it was rising. So there you are. They're reporting a 4.1% rise.
So who do we thank for that? Gavin Newsom, or who else is that?
Future presidential nominee, Gavin Newsom. Come on, you know that's what's coming.
Unbelievable. And yeah, we've got all this great stuff happening, and we are living in the Twilight Zone. And you brought Jacinda Ardern. What the hell, Amber? This is right up your alley, right?
I love her smile.
Well, he has a lot of money that he has thrown around. I think he said 300 billion. So he's giving away free money. Why wouldn't you?
Well, I thought
didn't he just buy Australia, or is that still in the Rothschilds' purview? He bought Australia too. No, and we're just pointing all the nukes at China. Oh, okay. Saying they're bad. Yeah, I heard that. How does he have that smug little grin on his face? I'm gonna have to turn him into a grim character too. Look at those. I'm gonna call genetics on that one. Really? Yeah, he's got. It feels really good to call anything genetics on his ass, right? Got a broken head, I think. Anyway, Shanda, I got to tell you, I watched your thread on this, and there were all kinds. I think
it was funny, wasn't it? The thread was funny. I don't even think people realized that the IRS was an option.
I did. I picked the turkey though, because I'm not the big turkey fan. So.
I've had people like, oh, screw it. I hate potato salad. Oh, I don't like ham. Like, really? You wouldn't get rid of the IRS? But okay. Yeah. Cornbread is the devil.
Yeah. Somebody said they didn't want any cornbread. So I
just like, wow. Nobody pays attention.
Just give me more taxes, please. Everyone.
Yeah, that's it. By the way, Amber, do we have a date set for that yet? So since I make nothing, it should be like 5 minutes. I'm fucked, right? So yeah. Amber does my taxes for me, and it's really a exciting ritual.
We've made it one, haven't we?
Yeah, I just it's amazing. I make such little money every year, and I still just barely get out of paying them.
Yep.
And so it's crazy.
I know. My daughter, first year filing on her own, had to pay.
What?
Wow.
Big bucks, huh?
$175. Yeah.
You got to be shitting me. She's
for a teenager.
For a teenager.
Wow, that's crazy.
How does that happen?
Yeah. Normally, you're a teenager, you get back what you put in.
Huh.
Depends on what you pick now. And they revised the W-4, so they really try and make it so that you owe every time. They've done that on purpose. Because I still write, exempt or zero.
Because they get to add
fill out the
zeros.
formula, and I'm like, fuck your formula.
That's incredible.
I want my spring bonus.
I mean, I'm a senior, and I look at my other fellow senior citizens, and they don't make shit. And it's like we are barely getting by the way it is. What the hell is going on?
30% taxes
on us. And then the big anyway.
Well, you might be down. You might make it down to like 17, but that's max.
All right. Do they take?
Gotta have write-offs. Gotta have enough activity to itemize, or you just take a lump.
Would they take a kidney or a finger or something instead? Because I don't have any.
Someday.
Someday. Soon.
I think it's going to depend on your social credit score if you get the kidney in the future. So.
Oh my God!
Definitely.
I could give them a couple of male chickens.
But hey, they'll say you have Medicare for all.
You could just say you have unvaccinated sperm. Give me my money.
Sperm. I haven't seen that in a long time.
We could give some really old eggs. That'd be great.
I don't have any anymore. That's why I'm having a hot.
Oh wait,
my God!
I forgot we're on YouTube. I better behave.
Yeah, you better behave.
That's what the fans for.
We've got we have a movie review by Oz here, and I gotta tell you, Wednesday Netflix came out, I think the 21st, and I really do kind of like it. It's kind of a dark Buffy. I was a big Buffy fan back in the day because it was fun. But this is Tim Burton, and I was surprised to see that not surprised that some of the reviewers on the Microsoft Network were giving him shit when most of the trash that's coming out these days isn't fun and thoughtful like this was. I mean, this is Jenna Ortiz, I think that's her name. She does a great job. She's like 5 foot tall. She makes the perfect Wednesday, and she's a new actress. She's a singer. She does the part great. I highly recommend this. Have you guys seen this yet?
I haven't, but I'll make sure to give Freya your recommendation.
Yeah,
I'll be right back in there.
Now, Shanda, you're going to watch it tomorrow, Shanda, right?
Yeah, the granddaughter's coming over for a few days, so I'll definitely watch it with her.
I am in the first 2 episodes, and so far so good. And compared to what's out there, I know the bar is really low. This is heads and tails above what's out there. So I highly recommend that. And here's a little clip that I probably will get binged for. But this part was... I enjoyed this, and both of you will know why. This is just a short clip. Check it out.
Girls in glass houses
should throw bigger stones. At least I'm not an elitist snob.
Ouch.
I think that's great. He couldn't hit the bullseye for nothing, and she gets up there, throws an apple, and nails it. So, again, I got to tell you, this is fun so far. Now, Shanda, you had another recommendation from Shelley today. What was that one for? The one I've been trying.
You watched it. What is it called?
It's on Amazon Prime, Lex Luthor's channel. Starts with a P. God, I can't remember.
I don't know.
I'm tired. What the hell?
I'm tired. I know, right?
Tryptophan's kicking in.
Tryptophan's kicked in. All that cooking, all that cleaning.
I had my glutathione today, too.
Good.
And it should be working. Let me look it up here real quick.
Should go give my whole family a squirt.
Yeah, it's the peripheral. It's
the peripheral. Yeah,
it's got
right.
Chloe Mortiz in that. She does a great job in that. So that's another one I suggest you like. It's science fiction. Of course, I like it. So I hope that you guys give them a try. And if you don't like them, tell me why you didn't like them, because Hollywood stinks these days. So
I know.
Anytime.
No,
so bad.
I have to tell you. So my daughter's birthday's on Monday. It's my baby cousin's birthday today. They're 1 year and 4 days apart. And we used to always have movie day for her birthday weekend. It was always big box office, the big releases. And we do all kinds of fun stuff. And I'm like, okay, well,
what are we doing this year? There's nothing.
There's nothing. I know. I looked a couple of weeks ago too. I was like, oh, I should take the granddaughter. I was like, God, they just don't even bother. They put it on streaming. Yep.
And now it's it's $100 for 3 kids to go to the movie. It's absolutely insane.
It's insane. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
We're gonna go watch Jimi Hendrix's sister speak on Saturday.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Or Jimmy, and go to the EMP Experience Music Project, and it's his 80th birthday. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
that'll be different. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that will be really cool.
That will be really fun. I want to point out some artwork that Chanda did. Isn't this gorgeous? She did. Movie Time, a new one. Chanda, that looks great.
Movie Time.
That looks great.
Well, sometimes we haven't been bringing a movie, but I found one that is movie worthy, so I brought it.
Okay. This is Movie Time. Shanda's new background. You did this in Canva, right?
Absolutely.
I can only sing the praises of Canva all day long. It is terrific. Canva. And if you need to change anything from a GIF to an MP4, background removal, everything. Amber's been swearing by Canva since Christ was born. It's
before that.
Yeah, so Canva it is. Now we've got a movie, and then we're going to get out of here shortly after the movie. Stick around for the outro. Like I said, everybody needs an earworm. So here comes the movie. What's the name of the movie?
Tucker Carlson's Thanksgiving hearing aid.
What?
And it's a green M&M.
You're serious? Okay.
I'm serious.
Here we go. Tucker Carlson's green M&M hearing aid.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Love you guys.
Okay. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Has this ever happened to you? My Antifa boyfriend just quit his job for the 3rd time today. Another Thanksgiving with your liberal media mouthpiece grandkids.
My class's pet hamster came out as non-binary.
And what are they even doing here? Doesn't anyone want to work anymore? Let's go, Brandon! Is what I say to my trans-expressive, hypersensitive, bi-curious research dog when it's time for his hormone therapy. How disappointing.
Oh, I wish there was a way I could listen to my grandkids again without dying.
Steady, child of Murdoch.
Tucker Carlson?
That's right, Harold. I'm here to save Thanksgiving from your filthy liberal grandkids.
But how?
With these! The Tucker Carlson Thanksgiving hearing aid. The Mayflower didn't invent America for you to have to listen to conflicting values. And now, with a little help from the hero of Fox News and the first general of the new Civil War, you don't have to.
Oh, wow. Man alive. How does it work?
I'm glad you asked. The Tucker Carlson Thanksgiving hearing aid prevents your fragile worldview from cracking under the pressure of things like TikTok. Grandpa! I just did the Billie Eilish eye challenge, and a drag queen named Millie Eyelash slid into my DMs. Critical race theory.
Grandpa, my history teacher said that Martin Luther King Jr. got laid more than Jesus.
Or any other affronts to capitalism, Catholicism, or the 2020 election results.
So I could hear them say there's good people on both sides.
That's right, Harold.
And the Tucker Carlson Thanksgiving hearing aid doesn't just work for full sentences. You can also adjust it to filter and replace specific words and phrases that might start to challenge some of your belief system.
Hey, Grandpa. I'm thinking about joining the Hollywood elite.
What? Little Indica Jr. isn't even a Jew. Let's try tweaking that a bit.
Hey, Grandpa. I'm thinking about joining the
Popeyes.
Now that's a kid that's fit to represent the true face of America.
Thanks to Tucker Carlson, I don't need to be afraid that listening to my grandson talking about how much he loves his daddy will turn me gay anymore.
And thank God, with a cap for that.
But this is how it worked.
Oh, uh-oh. Looks like Queen Shit is trying to turn you into a sheeple. Bah! By trying to use a favorite communist talking point, raising the minimum wage.
Oh no. Are they gonna make my teeth fly out again?
Not on my watch.
Grandpa, are you even listening? Ew. Are you simping over femme presenting candies again?
Oh, yeah. Just think about what's beneath that creamy shell. I want to suck those long fucking eyelashes that let me know she's a girl.
Thanks, Tucker Carlson, for finding yet another way for me to ignore the truth.
And that's not all. Act now, and we'll throw in these Tommy Lauren tinted glasses. When you're wearing these, you really won't be able to see color. Just listen to this real-life testimonial from Winifred, an aspiring divorcee.
Now that I'm wearing my Tommy Lauren tinted glasses, I don't scream every time I call for my valet. Thanks, Tommy. You've made everything wrong look white again.
Best of all, the Tucker Carlson Thanksgiving hearing aid is unreasonably expensive. We accept no insurance plans, and it's made from foreign materials in a haphazard manner, so it's more likely to break.
Wait, is that supposed to be a good thing?
I don't know, Harold. Is loving America a good thing? I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, but...
Well, great. If you're sensible like Harold here, then you're gonna love my offer. For the next 9-11 seconds, you can get the Tucker Carlson Thanksgiving hearing aid for the low price of $17.76. Just use the code ROOTIN4PUTIN to save yourself a lot of Marjorie Taylor Greene.
So this Thanksgiving, be thankful for more than just turkey. Be thankful for the paid mouthpieces that convince you to vote against your own self-interests.
Wait, what?
Nothing! You want to think about what happens to the green M&M when she takes a shower?
Oh, yeah. Does she melt?
Not in your hand.
Tucker Carlson's Thanksgiving hearing aid, now available at your local Hobby Lobby or selected gift stores in Mar-a-Lago.
Make America sound American again.
Probably. We was talking. Okay. I was crashing, so Oz was doing his best to bring me back in. So this is a movie that I dropped in the chat for you guys for after dinner. So if you guys want something to watch tonight, it's called Will We Be Poorer? And it's a documentary, and I don't know who did it or how old it is, but I found it interesting, so I brought it for you guys.
And then you brought this.
All I want for Christmas is the
abolition of imperialist, white supremacist, capitalist, heteropatriarchy. That's a mouthful. Very good.
That is a mouthful.
Very good.
Audio? Still no audio? No, we're back.
We're back. We do have a runner-up here for Scumbag of the Week.
Scumbag.
I gotta say, dishonorable mention to Bill Maher. Isn't he getting old for you? I think, no, sort of.
Yeah, he aged pretty goddamn fast, though. I don't remember being that old.
Compliments to whoever did that reface, by the way.
Pretty funny.
It's really good, and that's how Billy's going to look here real soon.
Alice's Restaurant. I know. I wanted to play it. I know.
Yeah, and then we talked about this earlier with Fidel Pasta, but Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel is in Moscow with President Putin. And they're getting along really good, right? The talks will focus on energy and economics, particularly surrounding rubles and cryptocurrency. So that's going to piss somebody off, I'm sure.
Oh, you think?
And we're just about out of here. We do have Beauty and the Boomer Saturday night. After we recover, I started writing it. Shanda's going to take a little time off before she does. Do you like?
I'll start working on it tomorrow.
Shanda told me a little story. She's changing her color scheme, so I guess I nailed the color scheme for the thumbnail.
You did.
So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Isn't that cool? Reef, isn't that cool? That's kind of cool.
That's cool, huh, Reef?
I used a program called Lexica, courtesy of Reef over at Indie Media. Thank you, Reef, very much. I think it came out pretty good. What other announcements do we have? Do we have any other announcements tonight?
I don't. We'll do a B&B on Saturday, and then we'll be back on a regular schedule for Tuesday. So I'll be back Tuesday morning with Trailer Park Pundit. And of course, I'm doing the Walk 62 Miles in the month of December for St. Jude's Research Hospital. So if you want to pop over my Facebook and help me reach my goals for that, hey, it's a good cause. You're helping kids and you're helping me get off my fat ass.
I love St. Jude's. St. Jude's is one of the charities that when I can, I help and do everything I can. Yeah. One more note here. If you would like a very own Beauty and the Boomer Christmas card, we would
They're
love.
So cool.
They're fun. We would love to have your address. Just email the address to roarmedialive@gmail.com or direct message Shanda or I with your address. Promise we won't send you anything but a Christmas card unless,
we might stalk you a little bit.
we won't spam you or anything else, but that's the snail mail address, not your email. This Christmas card, we're doing them old fashioned. So Shanda would send you one or I'd send you one. Yep. So
snail mail, old fashioned Christmas card.
Snail mail, old kind of trying to bring that Christmas feeling back that we'll never see again. Anyway, it's been great tonight. I want to thank everybody. Kate, that includes you too. I would love to send you a Christmas card. I don't care what it costs to send it to Canada.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, Reef says you're welcome.
Will there be a Black New Friday? I don't think so. Didn't Amber do one last Friday?
Yeah, she's going to take a little break here tonight. Gamer says, great show tonight, Shanda and Oz. Thank you. Reefer After Dark, you're welcome, Oz. Shanda would fit in very well with the Trailer Park Boys. She might steal Julian's heart, though. Thank you, brother Reef. So anyway, we're gonna go out with some Tom Jones. You've heard Tom Jones. You're not that young.
She's a lady. Yeah. Are you kidding? I love Tom Jones.
Tom Jones. This outro really gave me an earworm from hell. Thank you everybody in the chats. Love you guys. Love all of our friends and fams. Everybody over on the Fin, and a shout out to everybody over at Rumble. I think we've got 12,000 people watching us on Rumble, Shanda.
We love you, Rumble.
We love you, Rumble. So that's great. Keep it up. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Saturday night, and take it easy tomorrow. It's Black Friday, and that's a scary day. So
stay home.
Stay home.
Don't feed capitalism. Do not buy capitalism. Shit. And don't be getting on Amazon on Monday and buying shit either.
No, I'm not. I don't have any money. I got to pay my...
I know, right? Who has money? Everybody I talk to is like, I'm more broke now than I ever have been.
IRS. Good night, everybody.
IRS.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa. Pussycat, pussycat, I've got flowers and lots of hours to spend with you. So go and powder your cute little pussycat nose. Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. You and your pussycat nose. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa. Pussycat. pussycat, you're so thrilling, and I'm so willing to care for you. So go and make up your big little pussycat eyes. Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. You and your pussycat eyes. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa. Pussycat, pussycat, you're delicious. And if my wishes can all come true, I'll soon be kissing your sweet little pussycat lips. Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. You and your pussycat lips. You and your pussycat eyes. You and your pussycat nose. She's all you'd ever want. She's the kind I like to flaunt and take to dinner. But she always knows a place. She's got style, she's got grace. She's a winner. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about that little lady. And the lady is mine. Well, she's never in the way. Always something nice to say, and what a blessing. I can leave her on her own, knowing she's okay alone, and there's no messing. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about that little lady. And the lady is mine. Well, she never